In the fall of 2016, I was afforded an amazing opportunity to go on a road trip in California, all from the southern end of California all the way up to San Francisco on the Pacific Coast Highway. As part of that trip, we took a small little detour through one of the smaller redwood forests. And it was an amazing experience to see not only the entire redwood forest or that pocket of that redwood forest, but the individual large trees and all the characteristics that each individual tree had. Last week, I talked about not being able to see the forest for the trees, not being able to see the big picture because we're worried about that thing in front of us. Last Monday afternoon or last Tuesday, I was talking with someone and had the realization that the reverse can be true, that oftentimes we can't appreciate the trees. We can't appreciate the small details because we're way up in the clouds and we're too worried about the big picture, or we're too involved in the big picture that we miss the details. So I think that you could reverse that statement and say that sometimes we miss the trees for the forest. So how does that applicable in what we're doing every day? I think that it's one of the things that we all struggle with on both sides, and so it's a matter of trying to be intentional with being able to see the big picture and not get bogged down with the details and being bogged down with that thing that's in front of us, but at the same time appreciating the small details and appreciating the intricacies of our organization or our family or our personal lives, while also understanding that it's part of the forest, a part of the big picture. And so it's almost like a balance between the two. So I don't want to get too far off on you can't see the forest for the tree, or flipping that around and getting too dead set on you can't see the trees for the forest. So there's got to be a balance between those two, of understanding the big picture and not missing the small specific details and the small individual characteristics of your organization, but at the same point not getting bogged down with the things that are there in front of you, the urgent right then, so that you cannot see the bigger picture and the bigger forest. So that's our challenge for this week, balancing the forest and the trees and appreciating them both in their own aspects. Have a great Monday. If you haven't already, make sure you go over to our YouTube page and subscribe. We're posting daily videos with life around our office. Have a great Monday.